You're at a golf fitness site. What are we at a hockey rink for? Because you can take a lot from a hockey player's dryland training program that you can incorporate into your golf fitness program that can help you. Let's get in the gym and look at a couple ideas. Hi. Almost every hockey player that I know that plays golf can hit the golf ball a long, long way. And part of the reason that hockey players, more than any other athlete, do that is because they have big, powerful hips. Two key components to have power in your hips is you first have to have hip mobility or joint muscle flexibility, and the other thing you need to have is strength. You put those two together and they equal power. Let's talk about some flexibility ideas, let's talk about some strength ideas, and then we'll throw in some power ideas that you can put into your golf dryland training program. First stretch we're going to do is what's called a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. So in this case, I'm stretching my right iliopsoas muscle group. What you do is you get one knee down, 1 foot forward, maintain your height, move forward. Lots of times you'll see people do this stretch. They'll lean their trunk or they'll arch their back. You want to think about keeping your pelvis level. It's almost like it's a bucket. You don't want water to spill out the front. So again, tighten up your abs, move forward. We're going straight ahead until you feel a nice, gentle, easy stretch in the front of your hip and your thigh. Okay, a variation of the half kneeling hip flexor stretch. We can move the top foot at a 45-degree angle. We're going to try to incorporate your groin muscles a little bit more into this stretch. So groin and hip flexor. Again, keep my height, kick in my abs, keep my abs kicked in, and move forward until I get a stretch in the front of my hip, my thigh, and also in my groin. One hip strengthening idea which uses a simple piece of equipment, either some TheraBand or stretch tubing around your ankles, is just an ankle band walk. So what you're doing, keeping your knees straight, fire your core, keep your trunk stable as you move 1 foot out. You're always keeping some tension on the band, back and forth. You can start with a 10-foot distance, build up to where you can go down and back over a 30-foot distance. A variation of the ankle band walks is what's called a hockey side lunge with the band around your ankles. So you get down into your good hockey stance, chest up, bend at the hips, bend at the knees, and then you're going to drive your leg out at a 45, just as if you're skating. So it's drive, 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 drive. Alright, the next strength training idea is a hockey side lunge. Okay? Typically you're going to do a lunge where you step forward and go back. But now, because we're in the hockey world, we're going to go more into a side lunge. Again, working chest up, good bend at the hip, bend at the knee, go back to where you started. Hold the dumbbell, or in this case a kettlebell, in the opposite hand of the direction that you're moving. Step, sit into it like you're sitting back into a chair, back to the start. Step, back to the start. Step, back to the start. If I alternate, put it over my other hand, again, sit back into it, back to the start. Keeping your chest up. Fire your abs, step into it. Getting right into it, alright? Alright, so we've given you a few ideas on hip mobility. Okay? We've talked about a couple ideas for strength training the hips. Now we're going to take those two things and we're going to add it in to an explosive exercise called Russian box jumps. Okay? So, start out, you got an angled box, 45-degree angle, get up on it, okay? And you're going to jump and explode back. Okay? 5 reps, a couple sets, probably 2 times a week. Alright, so you say, I don't have angled boxes. Alright, we'll give you the poor man's version of a hockey side lunge. Again, working on explosiveness. Okay? You start, you jump, and you're going back and forth. Get to where you can explode, pushing off, just like you're pushing off into the impact from backswing. Alright, one last idea. You're getting bored with your cardio program, whether it's bike, Stairmaster, elliptical trainer, maybe running. Another idea, if you do have access to it, is a sliding board. Okay? Great workout for the heart and lungs and working your hips. Okay? So you just start out and you're sliding back and forth. Getting low, chest up, bend at the hips, bend at the knees. Try that to spice up your cardio program.